Good morning, Chickadoes and Chickadees. Today is Tuesday, November 17th, and this is your lesson video. All right, so the focus of today is looking back at yesterday's assignment. Today, in the week at a glance, the WAG has that you're doing the same task with another article, such as the Impossible Burgers. I'm going to put a hold on that. In looking at and grading yesterday and looking at grades from last week, I think I gave you like 3 or 4 assignments for y'all to complete, and that was overkill. And I sincerely apologize. That was not my intention. I really do try to keep it between 1 to 2, no more than 3 assignments a week, because that is a lot. It's hard to do something new every single day, and I know that y'all have that pace in other classes, so I don't want to do that to y'all. So today we're not going to do the Impossible Burger, though if you want to, if you're looking at maybe some for extra credit or extra practice, email me. We can do that. But what I want to do today is talk about yesterday's assignment and really make sure that you understood the task at hand, the skill that we wanted you to be able to walk away with. So if you look at yesterday's folder, which was Monday, November 16th, we had the attendance check. We had the lesson video where I walked you through it as best as I could. And here is the assignment in itself. Here is the reading of me reading the article and the assignment. So if you need to hear it, that's me reading through the assignment. And we were having some difficulty with some of y'all, whether at home or on campus, about being able to access the article, because the website that it was directing you to, the newspaper platform, The Onion, it was seen as restricted, and we're going to talk a little bit more about why. But what I ended up doing was trying to help y'all was doing a Google Doc of the article, and then also a PDF of the article from the site in itself, so that you wouldn't have to access the site and get restricted. Some of y'all were able to access it great, others not so much. So try to find a roundabout about it. And then being able to kind of help you out a little bit more was looking at what the Onion is. Like, we know other newspaper platforms such as Express News here in San Antonio, all the way to CNN, Fox News, MSNBC, the New York Journal, the New York Times, San Francisco Post. Reputable publications. So just giving you some background information about Wikipedia, and then of course the in case you missed it videos. That's something that we always have to see, because there's a lot of information I need to be able to share with you. All right, so let's take a look at yesterday's assignment. Y'all had to read the article from The Onion about Kawhi Leonard worried he's grown too accustomed to fancy hotel with free Wi-Fi. And then we have this very brief article about Kawhi Leonard about ending the playoffs and not having to be on the road. And we have this very famous, very talented basketball player who's earning millions from his contract of playing. And it's just looking at that title, it's like, really? That's what he's worried about? That's what's going on here? Doesn't he have money? What's going? Well, that's the purpose. As we take a look at the assignment, we want to take a look at the idea of credibility, bias, and accuracy in text. And figuring out, just because it's on the internet, just because we see it in a post, doesn't mean it's true. We have to be better citizens, literate citizens, to figure out, can I trust this? Can I go out and find similar information from other reputable websites, other reputable resources or sources, to validate this idea, validate this information? Because we can't always take everything at face value. We just have to be a little bit weary, such as that phrase I said yesterday, taking it with a grain of salt. So you're supposed to read this excerpt and then find out, okay, what's the purpose of the site? Who wrote the article? So the purpose of the site, if you go to the Wikipedia page that I gave in Monday's folder, yesterday's folder, what is the Wikipedia? What is the Onion based on Wikipedia? I like using Wikipedia as a go-to initial search, but not when it's coming to a reference. So whenever we do a research paper, we won't use Wikipedia as our source, but it's definitely a nice starting point just to kind of get some basic information. So when we take a look at an Onion, it is an American satirical digital media company and newspaper organization. The word that should stand out to us, and even so in blue and hyperlinked in this article, is that satire. Satire is a way of poking fun at somebody. There's a lot of videos that we watch online, for one of the famous ones would be SNL, Saturday Night Live. What they do is take very mundane or very prominent people, event situations, and play it up, and they make it funny, they make it silly, they make it totally outrageous. But also with the force of satire is that it also kind of pisses off people. It makes someone mad. It aggravates them because it kind of puts their flaws out on blast. So we have this idea of satire and parody. Parody is ha ha, funny, funny. Let's all have a good laugh at this. We were making fun of someone or something. And then the satire is when we're making fun of someone or something, having our ha ha's, but it's also making that person mad or people who support that belief mad. They're supposed to, in a sense, to kind of show how crazy it is. I think of it as in the sense of uh, let's say TikTok. That's something I'm getting familiar with, and all the videos that are out there of the Karens of the world. This mentality that a Karen is an individual who rises above station or is wanting to speak to the manager, taking control, being kind of like this overwatched watchdog in a situation, and then you see the videos of people making fun of those supposed Karens. That would be the satire because we're making fun of somebody. We're having our ha ha's, taking this crazy, weird situation and blowing it out of proportion, but then also at the same time, pissing someone off, getting someone angry, getting someone upset or hurt, get their feelings hurt. And a parody would be more of just a ha ha's. We're all having a good laugh in this, but again, it's the fact of making fun. So no matter what article comes from the Onion, we shouldn't take it at face value. They're doing this for entertainment. They're doing this for fun. Think of it as when I was like a young child, I used to love reading the National Enquirer of all these crazy stories of Elvis coming back and a woman having an alien's baby. I mean, just random, crazy, outrageous stories. That's what the Onion is. It's fun. It's out there. uh, it's this writer's risk, this craft risk of taking something and uh, making it in a sense untruths. So when we take a look at the assignment, it's like, what's the purpose of the site? Then talk about how this is a satirical piece, that this is stuff that whatever stories that they have, that they're not true, they are out there, they are made up, they are fabricated. The event is real, the person is real, situation is real, but the totality of it, in the end, the text is not, the piece is not. Some of y'all, I love how y'all reached out to me. Y'all came on the Zoom call, y'all emailed me, and I miss, I can't find who wrote it. That's the point. No one wrote it in the sense of no one's attributing their name to it. When we go on to, let's say, websites and you're looking at, let's say, customer reviews on a particular product, or you're looking because you feel sick and you're going online and trying to figure out what it is or how to treat it, we're looking at reputable websites. We're looking at, can we trust what that person is telling us, and more importantly, who is that person? Who are they to be telling this information? Are they an insider? Are they a promoter of this product, which is why they're giving it such great reviews? Or did they not even leave a name? And it's like someone DMing you, and you have no idea who they are. They refuse to tell you their name. It's a little shady. You should be a little weary about that information or that contact. The same goes with the article. When there's an article and all they give is their first name or first name, last initial, or no name whatsoever, or some sort of like gamer name, I'm sorry, no. There's no way that we can trust or validate who that person is and not know if their intentions are true and pure in that review or in the dissemination of that information. So there was not a person attributed to this particular article, and there is no level of expertise because we don't know who they are. Okay. So step two, this was more of about your experience, what you know, how, what have you learned in the past about how do you know when a resource is reliable? You know, for instance, if you heard a really crazy rumor about yourself, but some random stranger told it to you versus your best friend telling it to you. That source is important. That source is a determiner of whether it's true or not. Are they one that's always having your back, is always being truthful, or is it someone that you don't really know and have no relationship with or no history with to whether or not to believe them or not? So, how do you know when a resource is reliable? That's what I want to know from you. And then, what are some ways to verify this? Like, how do you know that information is true? Again, from your own personal beliefs, your own personal experience. Question two: can you believe everything you read in a publication you consider reliable? Why or why not? Even if it is reliable, people make mistakes. People get information wrong, and they have to come back and fix it. They have to come back and redact their information, take out, and put the new information in. So just because something is credible, okay, whether it be a news station like KSAT or CNN or MSNBC or Fox News, because they're reliable, because they're trustworthy, they make mistakes. So even if they report something, we have to take it with a grain of salt. We have to be a little bit weary about it. We have to go out and find, okay, who else is saying the same information? Is it true, or is it only them saying it? And if it's only them and everyone else is contradicting them, or it's saying something different, a different way, then maybe it's not true yet, or maybe they haven't gotten their facts straight yet. So just because it is from a reliable source, say like that best friend, doesn't mean that it's whole honestly true. It may just be a misrepresentation of information. It may just be a misunderstanding. Okay, so sometimes we just have to hold off of truly trusting everything that we come in contact with. And could a reliable source be biased? Could they be one-sided? Do they have this ulterior motive or hidden agenda that they're trying to achieve, and use their credibility to promote that, to allow that? So these step two questions were just to kind of poke around in your brain and see what you know about reliability, credibility, bias, and accuracy. And the first set of questions were just from about the onion in itself and the article in itself. Okay, so if you weren't able to finish it, or like, ooh, I want to go back and fix my answers, you're more than welcome to unsubmit. If you're unable to unsubmit, reach out to me, let me know, and then I'll see what I can do from my end. But I'll take care of it, and then you take care of your work. Tomorrow, we're going to take a look at what a praxis is, using some of the pieces that you've done. And gosh, guys, I have to say, good job. I started grading the I forgot what article it was that I had y'all tell me. It was the TED Talk about the beauty, about not having to wear makeup, and you have to tell me what she did. Also, with the mental health, I started grading those about what Eva Ren was doing in her speech in order to promote her task or to achieve her purpose. Oh my gosh, guys, y'all were doing so awesome. So thank you for that. Those are wonderful to read. I was honestly, truly blown away about how y'all were able to break apart what these speakers were doing in order to achieve their text or to achieve their purpose in their text. So I loved it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you haven't been able to do those two responses, please do them. They're from last week. Those are like the 3 or 4 assignments that I gave you. Sorry, my apologies. I got excited. Um, so I'll be talking about how to do a praxis, give y'all a chance to practice it, test the waters with it, and then get y'all started on using that strategy. I think of it like a cheat code to help build your rhetorical analysis essay that will work on in full force when we get back from Thanksgiving break. All right. So the next 3 days, hopefully take it easy, walk you through a strategy, give y'all a chance to practice that strategy, and then on Friday, giving y'all your focus piece so that y'all can get started and start tinkering around with this whole rhetorical analysis essay piece or praxis. And so to write your rhetorical analysis essay. And we'll do that after Thanksgiving break. All right, if you need anything, let me know. The Impossible Burger assignment, not doing it unless you're really interested in it. Reach out to me and I'll get it to you. All right, I love y'all. Have a good day and make good choices. Bye, guys.